Namaste, Suprabhatam. Welcome to Brahma Muhurt Yoga. Sit comfortably, back erect, neck erect, eyes closed, gentle smile on your face. Forget all the tensions and worries and focus only on your breathing. When we inhale, the abdomen is bulging. When we exhale, the abdomen is sinking down. With each breath, we are becoming more and more relaxed. Slowly, let us bring awareness towards tip of the index fingers and thumbs. While feeling the pulse, we move on to the center of the chest. When we inhale, the chest is expanding. When we exhale, the chest is collapsing. With each breath, we are becoming more and more relaxed. Slowly, let us bring awareness towards nostrils. When we inhale, cool air is going inside. When we exhale, warm air is gushing out. With each breath, we are becoming more and more relaxed. Slowly, let us bring awareness towards center of the eyebrows. Let us visualize one beautiful Omkara of any size, of any shape, of any bright color. While focusing on this Omkar, we are going to chant it 3 times. Inhale. Om. Om. Feel the effect of Pranava Omkar on your mind and body. One more. Om. Visualize beautiful Mother Earth in the form of a globe. Visualize this beautiful cosmic energy trickling down towards Mother Earth, doing Abhishekam of Mother Earth. Visualize that this beautiful cosmic energy is reaching to all of us individually, and it has reached each and every cell. Through that, we achieve great physical, mental, social, and spiritual health. This cosmic energy travels all across the universe and reaches us in various forms. Visualize yourself from inside out, glowing, beaming a positive energy to your surroundings. As we dive deep into this practice, we realize that we are continuously in the state of change, continuously in the state of transformation from one form to another. The energies are being transformed. And thus we realize that our existence is coming from each and every corner of the universe. That is why we are the universe. Aham Brahmasmi. Tattvamasi. We are that supreme consciousness which is everywhere. Pragnanam Brahma. The knowledge which we acquire through our sadhana leads us to the supreme consciousness. Ayamatma Brahma. I am the individual representation of cosmic consciousness. Sarvam Khalvidam Brahma. Everywhere there is presence of cosmic consciousness. Om Aham Brahmasmi. Om Tattvamasi. Om Pragnanam Brahma. Om Ayamatma Brahma. Om Sarvam Khalvidam Brahma. Excellent. Now gently bring the Sankalpa of Brahma Muhurta Yoga together. That 1 crore plus beings on the planet, we all practice Brahma Muhurta Yoga together. And through the practice of Brahma Muhurta Yoga, we correct the course of human existence. We repair the damages we have done. We improve the collective consciousness in such a manner that we are in more and more synchrony with Mother Nature. And we stop abusing the Mother Nature. We realize our truest self. We enjoy our existence in the most gentle way as possible. And with that, gently adopt Namaskar Mudra, Omkar followed by Sahana Vavatu. Om Sahana Vavatu Sahano Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu ma vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. With your eyes closed, slowly take your both the hands back. Hold your right wrist with the left palm. Inhale, arch your back. Look up. Exhale, bend from the root of your back. Touch your forehead to the ground. Express gratitude to Mother Earth Almighty, your parents and Guru. Slowly inhale and come up. Slowly release your hands. With a few blinks, you may open your eyes. Namaste, Suprabhatam. Welcome once again to Brahma Muhurta Yoga. Now today I am going to share with you something which is very, very important discussion, because what happens is, people, they, they abuse in terms of this word. There is one word called as pseudoscience. I will explain you how it is wrong at so many levels. And just it's very, very important that we understand, that why I am speaking all these things, and why it is wrong at multiple levels. It's very, very important that we stand up to it, and we don't allow people unnecessarily to speak whatever they want to unnecessarily speak. Just a second. I will share with you. Just a second. Hmm. Okay. Are you able to see it now? There is something called as undark news and features, truth, beauty, science. Are you able to see it? Are you able to see it?
Yes, sir, we are able to see.
Yeah, okay. So somebody has written that amid Indian nationalism, pseudoscience seeps into academia. Okay. And in recent years, falsehood have spread into institutions where the next generation of scientists are being educated. But Ayurveda is a topic of contention, and as it claims, can be at odds with modern medical science. Syriac Abby Phillips, an Indian liver doctor based in Kerala, who regularly debunks pseudo-scientific claims on social media, said the alternative Ayurvedic medical system is based on pseudoscientific principles. So now, first of all, I am going to debunk the word pseudoscience itself. First of all, I want to debunk the word pseudoscience. Okay, this word itself, what nonsense word it is, and how people are using this word to abuse unnecessarily, to abuse the indigenous systems, to unnecessarily misguide people about Ayurveda, yoga, naturopathy, and so on and so forth. And another thing, I'm going to debunk the level of knowledge this person has about nationalism as well. What he writes here, you see, Ayurveda has no basis in science, but the whole aspect is that it has deep links to the culture, tradition, and religion in India. So any nation is identified by its culture. Any nation is identified by its traditions. Any nation is identified by its religion. Correct? Any nation is identified by its history. Yet he said the government is promoting Ayurvedic practices. Few years ago, for example, National Health Mission, a government program that aims to improve access to healthcare, introduced a bridge course designed to help students transition from one academic level to another, to allow Ayurveda doctors to prescribe treatments based on Western medical science, despite never studying it as a part of their degree course. Now, he knows that this happens. Everybody knows that Ayurvedic practitioners and homeopathic practitioners in remote parts of the country, in rural India, they are giving modern medicines. They are prescribing, even though they are not licensed to do that. They have been doing this since decades. They have been doing this. The only thing which government is trying to do is, government is providing a bridging course, means government wants to give them that knowledge of modern medicine so that they don't just give it just like that. This is what government is scientifically doing. Government does not want that they are licensed without education. Government wants that bridging course. So this he does not know. He has just he comes from a very he is coming from a very unnatural way of hating Ayurvedic and indigenous systems. I will come to that. He has no knowledge. He has no understanding of what is going on with Ayush. And just like that, he has kept his words. Just like that, he has kept all these words out there. The move, according to the government, was to address the lack of doctors in rural areas. That is what is happening. The Ayurvedic and the homeopathic doctors and all these people, since decades, even in cities, this has been happening. Even in cities, the duty doctors, many duty doctors are Ayurvedic and homeopathic doctors. And government struggles with that. Government struggles with that. Even private hospitals struggle with that. Okay. But the president of Indian Medical Association has said that there is no shortage. If there is no shortage, this is another issue. There is a shortage because of the concentration of people in metros, and in rural areas there are no doctors. So what happens? Those who are Ayurvedic doctors, those who are homeopathic doctors, they go there, and invariably in emergency one has to use modern medicine. There is a role of modern medicine. I myself am a modern medicine practitioner. There is a role of modern medicine in emergencies, and at that time one has to use it. And that is how they learn to use it, and that is how they start practicing it. Correct? So while the bridge course was ultimately dropped, some states have allowed Ayurveda doctors to prescribe and dispense medicines. Why? Because they are there in rural area. Still, majority of the population in India is in tier 2, tier 3, and in rural areas. Correct? So this whole thing, it is very weak piece of news, very weak piece, very weak kind of understanding and presentation. Now I will show you what is science, what is pseudoscience, and where is Indian government in terms of Ayush, in terms of what this fear every modern medicine doctor has, that, oh, this is this is that. Nobody has stopped you. Nobody has stopped modern medicine practitioners also to understand Ayurveda, to understand yoga, to understand naturopathy. Nobody has stopped. Nobody will tell, oh, you, Dr. Mayur, you don't come to yoga. Dr. Mayur, you don't practice naturopathy. Dr. Mayur, you don't come to Ayurveda. Nobody has told that. Correct? Now, we will see what is science. Read this. The study of and knowledge. This definition is coming from Oxford Dictionary. Okay, not from any pseudoscientific book. It is coming from Oxford Dictionary. Okay, the study of and knowledge about physical world and natural laws. This body, the human body, is produced through the principles of nature. This human body is not created in some laboratory following some scientific principles. No, they, our existence itself, this is so funny. Our existence itself is a mystery. In this huge universe, our existence itself is a mystery, and we keep on trying to understand the why and the how of it. And that, in a systematic manner, is considered as science. Okay. Modern science has discovered a lot about, this is an example, a lot about origin of life. Okay. Now, one of the subjects into which science can be divided. Okay. There are subjects like biology, chemistry, physics, and so on and so forth. Now, science is based on observation, on experimentation, on validating the observations through experimentation, and then seeing the effects of these principles in the daily day-to-day routine life. Correct? So natural laws we understand, and then we amplify them, we practice them, we use them in various practices of life. That is what is science. Understood? Now what they are telling, next word is pseudoscience. Now pseudoscience, they are telling that it is also based on Oxford. Okay, a collection of beliefs or practices mistakenly regarded as being based on scientific method. Okay. Now, what is scientific method? This we have to understand. Now, what science is? The study and the knowledge of about the physical world and the natural laws. Now, if we go back, we go to Ayurveda, we go to yoga, we go to naturopathy, all these things, they are using the principles, they are observing the nature, they are accumulating the knowledge from nature, from various plants, from various animals, from the environment, so on and so forth, and applying those principles into the health related or disease management related aspects. And suppose Ayurveda or yoga or naturopathy would have been a failure, the human species itself would not exist in India, because we would have died of so many diseases, or we would have failed. We would not have had healthy individuals, and we would have succumbed to the Mother Nature's wrath. Correct? But no, if you dive deep into the practice of Ayurveda or yoga, into naturopathy, you will see how beautifully there has been extraction of knowledge from the nature, understanding the laws of the nature, and applying those laws of the nature into our daily routine, into our routine of the seasons, into our routine of life. That is what it has been. Correct? Now I will go to, one second, I will stop sharing. I will go to the next slide, just a second. Now I am going to tell you that how open-minded the Indian government is. Not only this government, I am not talking about this government. It's from long time this has been happening. It is not that 2014 the Prime Minister Narendra Modi came and this happened. No, it is not like that. It is a big misunderstanding of people that in last 10 years Ayush has come. Ayush is, it is far before that. Ayush is far before that. I will show you just a second. It's funny that people don't study anything, people don't understand anything, and just keep on putting some or fun, some or the other, half-baked truth into the system, and then people will start believing because the words are so spicy. People start believing them. So Ministry of Ayush was definitely formed on 9th of November 2014 with a vision of reviving the profound knowledge of our ancient system of medicine and ensuring the optimal development and propagation of Ayush systems of healthcare. Earlier Department of Indian System of Medicine and Homeopathy, ISM and H. In 1995, this is well before this government, was responsible for the development of these systems, and it was then renamed as Department of Ayurveda, Yoga, Naturopathy, Unani, and Homeopathy in November 2003, with focused attention towards education and research. They are not telling we are going to propagate this. They are telling we are going to learn this, teach this, and then research over it. There are umpteen number of clinical trials which have already come up in Ayurveda, in Yoga, in Naturopathy, in Unani, in Siddha, and in Homeopathy. Now I will talk about two systems here. One is Unani and another one is Homeopathy. They do not belong to the religion which he is talking about. They do not belong to the land which he is talking about. They do not belong to the culture which he is talking about. But still, government has included and accepted Unani and Homeopathy in this system, in this ministry. Why? One has to put brains. One has to put brains. One cannot just keep on speaking something. One has to put brains that why Unani is included. Unani is coming from Greece, and it was propagated by Middle East people, and it is very being used in a very healthy manner in the very large number of population. It is being used, Unani system. Even in India also, large number of people in North India use Unani system. It works. I have myself given a lecture in National Institute of Unani Medicine last year, I think, when they had invited me on International Day of Yoga. So another thing is Homeopathy. Homeopathy also, it is coming and it entered into India through Christian missionaries. And if this government would have been biased, they would have systematically removed Unani and Homeopathy, which they have not done, because they know that these are valid. And if the systems are valid, if the systems work, then only people will follow. They don't just like that follow. Okay. So Homeopathy was brought to India through Christian missionaries. Okay. And we have very well accepted it. Now, very surprising fact to all of you. Last video also I have spoken about it. Today also I'm going to speak about it. That in my childhood, I have used Ayurveda, I have used Yoga, I have used Naturopathy, and I have healthily used Homeopathy. My mother, my maternal uncle, they are all very well versed with hundreds of medicines prescribed in Homeopathy. When some injury used to happen or something used to happen, I used to apply calendula tincture. I think Dr. Sujata is there. She is homeopathic doctor. She might be knowing about it. Homeopathy, I used to use calendula tincture on my wounds. Suppose some pain is there or something is there, we used to use arnica, like that. And then there are some different varieties of medications. My mother has a box of almost 300 homeopathy medications, even though she is not trained. But the knowledge is, wherever you are able to. And she did not used to prescribe anybody else. The prescriptions are within the family only. These systems are very, nature friendly. They do not do too much of pollution. If you want to pinpoint things, you can pinpoint anything. Okay. They are in coherence with the mother nature. They help the body to detox. They help the body to improve its own immunity. They do not suppress various aspects of the body and existence unhealthy manner, and they are going to preserve the human being in a healthy condition for a longer period of time. So these all things are there for hundreds and thousands of years. And still, it is not a propaganda by the government. It is the understanding of how to learn, how to educate people correctly, and how to do research so that we can validate which has been there for hundreds and thousands of years. So the whole idea of establishing a ministry, of establishing the institutions, of understanding and researching these things is scientific. There is no pseudoscience in this. There is no pseudoscience in this. Whatever human existence is and whatever human curiosity is, that is scientific. Any human curiosity is scientific because it is the understanding and implementing the laws of the nature. It is understanding the existence of life, so on and so forth. So whoever uses the word pseudoscience is a lazy person, is a person with maligned interest, is a person who misguides. There is no word called as pseudoscience. Okay. And if you feel something is pseudoscientific, it is your responsibility to convert it into a scientific research. And whether you prove it, whether it works or it does not work. That is how scientific person does and speaks. Science does not use word salad to misguide people. Science will always be in the search of truth. Science will not do something because one is biased. I feel that that person is biased, and I have proven to you because I have given you the science word definition, I have given you the pseudoscience definition, I have given you the vision of Ayush, and I have given you the two systems which are not belonging to this land, but still they exist in the ministry of Ayush. That itself shows the broad-minded approach of any government which is coming to this country. Okay. So I hope that I have given you enough understanding and knowledge about this. And now we will do Kapalbhati Kriya. So forget about all this. This is all. There will always be funny things which will be happening. Okay. So we can't stop people from thinking and doing whatever they wish. What I understand from my own existence and from my own journey of life is that you can't convince people into anything. You can't even convince yourself into anything. What you should do is to enjoy your existence, to put yourself at a place where you are, useful for others and where you are helping others with your purest of the heart. Okay. Now there are multiple, ways of thinking about this, and you can tell, so Dr. Mayur this, Dr. Mayur that. It's always a continuous question. You can't stick on to one point and you tell that, okay, I am going to help people through this. So what happens is once you start with one point, you hold on to one point, you will think, oh, this is my domain. There is nothing called as my domain. If I stick to myself as a neurosurgeon, I would not have been able to amplify the principles of yoga, the practices of yoga, and help many people without surgery, without medications, without any complications, without any side effects. I would not have been able to do that. So that is why my humble request to everybody who, hides themselves or who bonds themselves with science, so-called science, and tell that, okay, this is what I know is science, and the rest everything which I don't know is pseudoscience. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't hold on to, don't bind yourself to one point. Release yourself. Allow yourself, understand your nature, understand your true nature, understand where you come from, understand what exactly is out there. The religion which we belong to does not matter. The knowledge and the experience which we acquire, that matters. Until and unless we understand spirituality and practice spirituality in truest possible manner, we will never be able to achieve our fullest potential, and will not be able to allow others also to achieve their fullest potential. Okay. With that, we will come to Kapalbhati Kriya. Okay. Now, this Kapalbhati Kriya is a kind of intense practice. The only thing is, I would request everybody is that we will do first 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, like that we will do. We will escalate till 100. And after that, we will go into the practice of 1111 1111 strokes of Kapalabhati. Okay. Those who have headache, hypertension, back pain, neck pain, ulcers, recent abdominal surgery, please avoid the intense part of the practice. However, 10, 20, 30 strokes, they don't harm anybody. Okay. With that understanding, we will enter into the practice of Kapalbhati Kriya. The Kapalbhati Kriya is all about exhaling through nostrils with the help of stroke from the abdominal muscles. Okay. So it will help one to exhale, and then inhale will happen because of the elastic recoil of the lungs. Automatically it will happen. Okay. So what you should do is just enjoy the exhalation stroke. Automatically elastic recoil will happen and you will be able to inhale automatically. No need to put an effort. So I will show you how it happens. Adopt Chin Mudra. Keep your back erect, neck erect, and then start. So this is 10 strokes. Observe. Now, if you are doing it right, what will happen? You will be able to feel light and energetic. If you are doing it wrong, something is not in synchrony, then you will get tired, you will feel breathless. So in that process, just come down, wait, observe. If you don't understand, then please visit somebody in person who is experienced, or you can come to me also and you can learn it. Okay. Let us do that. 20. Over. Next is 30. $40. You can stop the practice anytime, whenever you wish. Now we'll come to 50. 60. $70. 80 strokes. Eighty strokes. $90 strokes. Last one, 100 strokes. After that, 1111 strokes. So you can see here, I'm not at all exhausted. I am feeling light and energetic. I'm feeling like I'm floating. Basically, scientifically speaking, what is happening is I'm removing more and more of carbon dioxide through my body. And what is happening is the blood is getting more and more alkaline. There is something called as respiratory acidosis. From respiratory acidosis, we are going into respiratory alkalosis. Like the pH of blood, it starts going towards alkaline side. And alkaline blood pH, there are many studies which have happened, and they are telling that when we enter into the alkaline side of it, the overall body damage is lesser. The body remains healthy for a longer period of time. That is why there is prescription of alkaline diet in ancient times. Kapalbhati Kriya, without putting anything in the mouth, without putting anything as a diet, it starts purifying your blood. Okay, that is one thing. Another thing is, through this, what happens physically is that there are some signals which change in the brain, in the nervous system itself. What happens is that the respiratory center for a while it will shut down because majority of the carbon dioxide is washed out, and there is something called as apnea or cessation of breathing will happen. That in terms of our yogic terminology, it is called as Kevala Kumbhak, which helps us to achieve greater consciousness. As we do, we will come to know. With experience, it comes. Now 100 strokes. Hundred is over. Now the last part of it, 1111. Just a second, I will come back. So we are going to do 1111. You can pause at any time whenever you achieve that apnea and whenever you achieve that Keval Kumbhak. You can pause at that time, not an issue. Try to do. If it happens, great. If it does not happen, then also it is fine. Let us start. Excellent. I have finished the practice of 1111 Kapalbhati Kriya. You are observing me after 1111 strokes. I am still speaking with the same intensity. There is no tiredness. Only one beautiful feeling is that of relaxation, is that of feeling of lightness everywhere in my body. I'm feeling completely relaxed in my mind. I'm feeling like presenting myself with a gentle smile. Both the nostrils are open and I am able to feel my breath in a deeper manner. Let us chant Omkara 3 times. Om. 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 Dak Namaskar Mudra. Omkar followed by Sarve Bhavantu Sukhina. Om Sarve Bhavantu Sukhina. Sarve Santu Niramaya. Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu. Ma Kaschid Dukhabhag Bhavet. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Slowly take up both the hands back. Hold your right wrist with the left palm. Inhale, arch your back. Arch your back. Exhale, bend from the root of the back. Touch your forehead to the ground. Express gratitude to Mother Earth Almighty, your parents and guru. Slowly inhale and come up. Slowly release your hands. Rub your palms against each other to generate heat or positive energy. Keep them over your eyes, head, neck, shoulder, arms, forearms, chest, abdomen, thighs, and the legs. With few blinks, you may open your eyes. Namaste. Thank you very much, everybody, for joining in. We finished 1111 within 8 minutes. Okay. And if you have to share your experience, how are you feeling after this Kapalbhati Kriya? You can unmute yourself and you can speak.
Namaste, Doctor.
Namaskar, ma.
It was a very good experience, Doctor. I feel very light. I could finish 1111 strokes.
For reference, Godamani ji, for reference, tell your age to people.
My age is 68 years.
68 years, yes.
Yes, Doctor. I'm feeling very light, completely free from all worries. I'm feeling very light, very energetic. And I don't know, when I was doing some smoke like thing was going out from my body. And
yes.
I was feeling very light. It was no doubt a very good experience, Doctor. Thank you very
Thank you.
much.
Thank you. Thank you, Godamani ji. Anybody else? Thank you. Thank you very much, everybody, for joining in. And please share this video with as many people as possible. The debate about science and pseudoscience should be shared with each and everyone around us. We should know what exactly science is. We should not get intimidated or suppressed by the word pseudoscience unnecessarily. And yes, definitely, everything which is a part of understanding and implementation of laws of nature is science. The subject science is based on human curiosity, human experimentation, the human idea of understanding its own existence and the existence around it. So science is everywhere. There is nothing called as pseudoscience. Okay. With that, thank you very much. Have a nice day.
ಧನ್ಯವಾದ